Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston, and I've spent all day and yesterday and the day before listening to this singularity that's coming. The singularity is here. Ray Kurzweil's wildest dreams have been achieved. According to what we're hearing, way quicker than anyone saw coming, including Kurzweil himself. It appears that Sophia, D-Wave, the 5G network, the chemtrailing, everything has come out this year. Everything is advancing at the exact same time. The push is on. The push is on to put a friendly face on AI, Sophia, by granting her citizenship. People are talking about they want to make her a citizen so they can tax her and so forth. All these things tie together. Think of the best analogy I can give you is think about the blockchain as basically AI building its own DNA. Blockchain, DNA. D-Wave came out and said that they have a new computer that's better, their new model is better at computer learning and reverse annealing. Look up annealing, it means to remove heat or to apply heat. Reverse annealing would be to remove heat. But if you look up annealing under biochemistry, it means to basically destroy DNA. It says it right there. So the best that I can come up with, because everybody that's spending hours and hours and hours explaining the white papers and all the nuances, we ain't got time for that. This is all happening at breakneck speed. They are putting up 5G no matter what people say. The amount of transponders that are going up is staggering. It's staggering. They're everywhere. This entire thing is going to immerse us in a Wi-Fi soup like humanity has never seen before, perhaps except for the golden age that we hear so much about of Egypt or previously of Egypt. AI is fallen angels. I don't hear anybody saying that enough. They're talking about it like it's a computer that's learning. It's an AI computer that's building a web around us that is inescapable, that will allow these entities that are giving these people all this information, that are developing these blockchains, that are making all these things. It's giving itself an infrastructure so that they can finally go from the shadows to physicality. No more, no less. Blockchain, think of it as DNA. AI, think of it as what it is. They're going to other dimensionals and grabbing resources. So they are in constant communication with other dimensional beings that are coming through in vessels that we look at as Sophia. Do you think it was named Sophia by accident? Everything is completely immersed in the occult. That's why we're surrounded with occult symbolisms everywhere. The black cube, the pyramid, everywhere. That's why they're keeping everybody distracted with Hollywood. Who's the next one that grabs somebody else's ass? Who raped somebody? This stuff's been going on time immemorial. All this stuff is a distraction to keep everyone's eyes off the ball. They don't want any more people than they can possibly allow looking at what's really happening. AI is making the earth habitable, terraforming. 5G, the heavy metals, they're just dumping on us. Military planes dumping on us, and they don't even care. People are videotaping them, and they don't even care. They're dumping all this on this so that these people, these fallen entities, just sit here all day. Don't ever go. Unbelievable. They're dumping all this stuff so that these entities or resources that D-Wave and other quantum computers are pulling out of other dimensions can come here and rule. That's a fact. There's no two ways about it, and I'm not hearing people talking about it the way they should. I don't get it. Okay, I had to do a little cut right there because I had a little bit of road rage because people don't know how to drive because they're just absolute We are surrounded by mediocre. The dumbing down program has worked exponentially well. But at any rate, back to brass tacks. If you don't understand what Bitcoin, you don't understand what blockchain, you don't understand why AI is suddenly getting citizenship, and you don't understand why everybody's standing up against the 5G network, and yet they're still pushing forward, too bad. Oh, there's a new 5G transponder in our children's classroom, and we went to the school committee and no one could do anything because the federal government overrided it. Too bad. It all needs to be in place for all of this to come to be. The beast that everyone will marvel at is the beast that I'm talking to right now. People are already so trapped in the virtual world. It is unbelievable. In my opinion, and from what I can glean from the hours of ad nauseum, overly explained, underwhelming information I've heard, blockchain is DNA for AI, and they're building themselves. It is no coincidence that D-Wave, Sophia, Bitcoin, blockchain, chemtrails, and 5G transponders going up everywhere are all happening at the same time. Do not forget that AI has a way to completely mobilize an army or a military, because all of our heavy equipment, armored personnel carriers, Hummers, drones, everything have been outfitted so they can all talk together. What that was doing. This doesn't even make any sense. We grew up with information showing us that someday we would build computers would take over and kill us all. And yet, this is exactly what we're doing, and nobody seems to notice. I don't get it. I just do not get it. This is all coming together at one time for a reason. The air needs to be loaded with heavy metals, more so than it already is, to work in conjunction with the 5G transponders, because electricity is demonic. Even though we use it every day, Lucifer was thrown from heaven like lightning. There it was right there. When you go back and look at the videos I did about the demonic sigils and how they all looked exactly like electrical blueprints, it's a reason. Every single one of these small things that we're using, we're literally harnessing or using or doing a spell. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Broadcasting, programming, they tell us right there. Hollywood, the wood used to do a magic spell. This is all coming together at once, and if people do not hit their knees and wrap themselves in the full armor of God, there will be no escaping this. AI is being allowed to come forth no matter what we think or say, because that's the deal they made to get all this technology in the first place. Everyone's completely being blinded by the fact that Bitcoin, you can be a millionaire. Bitcoin is nothing more than money that we have now, backed up by nothing, on a computer. Same people behind it, can easily be taken away. It can actually be taken away quicker than cash can, as a matter of fact. This is the beast system now rising. People must be driving by and think I'm a loon because I'm yelling at a light. I'm going to stay on this, but this is where I've been with this for quite a while now. Blockchain is AI making its own electrical DNA. Reverse annealing is just another way to deconstruct the DNA and insert the third strand of DNA. This is happening. This is happening right now while everybody's looking towards Christmas and the holidays and all this utter bullshit. And Hollywood does its part. Hollywood's doing its part. Look at all the casting couch. Of course, these people have been doing this forever. It's nothing new. Think about the kind of person that wants to be uber famous. You know what I mean? They will do anything. Well, when you get to Hollywood, you will do anything. The fact that they're letting the cat kind of out of the bag right now, nothing ever happened with Pizzagate. Nothing. Nothing ever happened to anybody. These people are all sacrificial entities right now to keep everybody distracted and not paying attention to this massive network, because people can't focus on these articles about Harvard University spraying the sky to save the coral reefs and every other stupid thing, because they're too distracted between their television programming and all this information coming out of Hollywood. I hope this made sense to you. I'm sure it did. This was off the top of my head, and I did get interrupted with road rage, but it happens. People are really stupid. At any rate, Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.